what's going to happen, as far as you three geologists are concerned, we're in an ice age, we're coming to the end, and you're calling it becoming interglacial between ice ages here. As you see it from a geological point of view, what's happening next? Because we've seen dramas happen without human interference for millions and even billions of years. And now, of course, the story is that human interference is going to exacerbate or influence, modify those dramas. So can you give us a steer on that, starting with you, Jane?
Well, we know from, as I mentioned, in the ice core records and the carbon dioxide records, that when the Earth, for the last 800,000 years, has been going in these glacials, interglacials, there's always been a window of CO2 levels up to 280 parts per million. So even it's got warm, cold, and glaciers have waxed and waned, it's always stayed within this envelope of 280 parts per million of CO2. Fairly stable, warm, cold. Where we are now, of course, the CO2 levels are at 394 parts per million. So we're way, way outside of that envelope. So to get to those carbon dioxide levels, we have to go back and look at the record millions of years to find that. So I think we're outside of that envelope where we are likely just to go back into a smooth glacial phase. We're way outside that. So we probably are heading into a proper greenhouse climate. And I think a lot of the we will see glaciers on Earth melt.
But a greenhouse climate, of course, is the natural condition for the Earth. 85% of Earth history has been greenhouse. 70 million years ago, carbon dioxide levels were 8 times higher than they are at the moment, which made them 2,400 parts per million. Before that, they were 12 times higher. The only certainty is that climate change is a natural part of the Earth. And as a species, we may have been the result of climate change. We may now be altering it, but anyhow, we'd have to deal with it. So I think we are going to have to geoengineer our own climate to deal with it. Nothing wrong with that.
Carrie, could you have a final short word, I'm afraid?
Well, just looking at the paleoclimate record, at modern day levels of CO2, the Greenland ice sheet and the West Antarctic ice sheet are not stable. So I think unless we reduce our current levels, they're doomed, I'm afraid.
Well, it's been a heck of a story, with or without us. So, thank you very much, Jane Francis, Carrie Lear and Richard Caulfield.
There are many more Radio 4 arts and discussion programmes to download for free. Find these on the website at bbc.co.uk/Radio 4.